And it's final exams. Welcome to first period, and hopefully you're all tuned in. We are back live. We do hope that you're out there watching us live. We'll find out soon. So I'm going to claim that we are live from the new media studio here at beautiful Valley High School, and this is Falcon Flash. All right, good morning, students and staff. Today is Tuesday, December 18th. Let's get right to our patriotic observance today with a look back, way back into our history. On December 18th, 1888, this isn't the way back part yet, two cowboys, Richard Wetherill and his brother-in-law, Charles Mason, were riding across the mesa top looking for stray cattle. At the edge of the pinyon and juniper forest near today's overlook at Sun Temple, they came upon a vast canyon. Through the blowing snow, they could distinguish something in the cliffs, which looked like a magnificent city. These ranchers from the Manos Valley had been the first white men to see what they called Cliff Palace. After further exploration, they entered the dwelling and made a small collection of artifacts before leaving for the day. Over the next 18 years, these same men, as well as various exploring parties and tourist groups, made expeditions into Mesa Verde. Many of the early visitors to Mesa Verde were camped in the dwellings for days or weeks at a time while they were sightseeing or looking for stray cattle. No laws protected the sites at the time, and earlier visitors had often removed artifacts or defaced the sites. Protection for the dwellings came with the establishment of Mesa Verde National Park in 1906. The cliff dwellings of Mesa Verde are some of the most notable and best preserved in North American continent. Sometime during the late 1190s, this is the way back part, after primarily living on the mesa top for 600 years, many ancestral Pueblo people began living in pueblos they built beneath the overhanging cliffs. The structures ranged in size from one-room storage units to villages of more than 150 rooms. While still farming the mesa tops, they continued to reside in the alcoves, repairing, remodeling, and constructing new rooms for nearly a century. By the late 1270s, the population began migrating south to present-day New Mexico and Arizona, and by 1300, the ancestral Puebloan occupation of Mesa Verde had ended. I think we've got a video here to take a closer look at the Mesa Verde dwellings.
Perched on the cliff sides of the Mesa Verde Plateau exist the remnants of prehistoric Pueblo Indian settlements. For nearly 700 years, the ancestral Puebloan culture flourished in what is modern-day southwest Colorado. From the 6th to 12th centuries, elaborate villages were constructed on the mesa tops, canyons, and cliffs. Of the 4,400 archaeological sites that have been identified in the area, one of the more famous is Cliff Palace on Chapin Mesa. Some 24 Native American tribes consider the site to be their ancestral home. Constructed of sandstone and mud mortar, the multi-story Cliff Palace has 150 rooms. Mesa Verde National Park was the first archaeological site in the world to be protected by law in 1906, even before the establishment of the national park system.
All right, the Mesa Verde area is just a sight to behold. You should take a trip out there and see that, maybe during the Christmas break. All right, today's picture of the day was sent in by Miss Denon, who captured Junior Alondra Zendejas as she helped her friends to understand a few concepts for math analysis. Good job, Alondra, for being connected to your peers and to your studies, and for proving that you are a lifelong learner. And now here's Salas with today's Falcon Flash.
Good morning, Falcons. Here's today's Falcon Flash. Today is our first day of finals. By now, you should know the schedule, and if you do not, check the 10-day forecast in your Falcon Flash classroom and learn more about it. Good luck to all my fellow Falcons on finishing the fall semester strong. Straight A's and B's. Let's go. ASB will be open to take payments through the end of the break on Thursday. Any club, sports, or students who have and need to turn in money or make a purchase down payment to Granite must do so before that time. We need to close our book for 2018, so many payments after the break will need to wait until January 7th when we return from break. Juniors, the end of spring break trip will take place April 1st through April 5th of 2019. The informational meeting is today after school, 12:45 in Connor's room 212. The meeting will go over the cost and the trip and what you should bring, the information, and of how you can apply as well. Attention to all boys interested in playing volleyball this upcoming season. Tryouts will take place on Thursday, December 20th at 12:45 and on Friday, December 21st at 8:30 in the morning in the gym. If you have any further questions, please go see Coach Martinez in room 112. Yesterday, Dr. Padilla talked about the great conference coming up in January. If you're interested in going, sign up with him today during break or after school. We only have 40 spaces at this really cool conference. And here's today's recap of yesterday's soccer game.
Oh, well, somewhere in that video is going to tell us the score. So
I guess that's it for today's Falcon Flash. And remember, Falcon Fever, catch it.